Do you know what happens when you spend time outside every single day, no matter the weather or life events, and you do it in Alaska? That's what I'm working to find out. I'm Amy Bouchatz, and this is my weekly outdoor diary where I tell you what I've been seeing and learning through my own daily outdoor habit tackling the Humans Outside 365 challenge. Sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes it's hilarious and full of fails. But it's always my real life. Let's go. It is a fact of life when you live in Alaska, like I do. Of my almost 2,300 days going outside for at least 20 consecutive minutes, a minimum of 1,100 of them have been in cold weather during the about 6 months of winter weather, October through March. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot of days that call for the art of layering and wearing winter gear. I am not the wisest person on the planet, but even I learn by doing overtime. And yes, each year it seems I have to relearn how to dress for cold weather a little bit. But the more I do this, the more I understand that winter weather clothes I love and those I don't. I thought it might be helpful to list out my most beloved items and the things that don't work for me. I'm going to name names on brands here just a little bit, but I want to state this up front. Like podcast guest and founder of Alpine Fit, Jen Loofborough, talked about in an episode of Humans Outside, whether a brand fits you specifically or not has a lot to do with the body type of their clothing design size model and almost nothing to do with you specifically. And of course, the better something fits, the more you're going to like it. So when I name brands, it's because they have a combo of quality and they fit me, Amy Bouchatz, your illustrious host, not because I think they are the brand you specifically, an illustrious listener, should buy. Okay, so what do I love? Well, here are a few things. First, the star of the winter layering show, the puffy pant, aka the pants. This has been my all-time favorite winter gear investment. Mine are from Mountain Hardwear, a brand that fits me really well. But if you're going to buy some, go for a brand that fits you, plus has a thickness that is going to make them worth purchasing. Columbia, for example, makes a more affordable pair, but they aren't as warm. And if you're going to bother with a puffy pant that is almost exclusively used for layering when you're standing around, moving slowly, or just need an extra layer over your jeans for some outside time, you'll want them to be warm. Best purchase ever. Next, warm boots with good traction. I have a pair of ice bug boots with a high traction Michelin tire sole that are so unbelievably warm and provide great grip. And it is with big sadness that I report that they are starting to wear out after being on my feet daily every winter since 2018 because I won this pair in a giveaway, and those suckers are not cheap. But they have been so awesome, I'm going to put away my dollars to replace them next year. No matter what shoes you get, make sure they are warm and comfortable. And if you need to add traction devices like nano spikes or buy studded shoes so you don't slip when wandering around out there, do it. Slipping is not that fun. Vests. I love keeping my core nice and toasty, and the best way I've found to do this is with the almighty zip-up vest. Fleece, puffy, cute, not cute, whatever floats your boat. My favorite vest is from Smartwool because it is lightweight yet fairly warm, and it's versatile, and it's really long in the waist. I wear it at my desk when I'm working or on the ski slope or when I'm running. It also has a hood, which just adds this perfect extra warmness touch when needed. And that brings me to hoods in general. One of the top winter gear things I have learned in my many days outside is to never, ever buy a top, jacket, fleece, vest, rain jacket, whatever, without a hood. I have never once regretted having a hood that I can slide on if needed. I have often regretted not having a hood. So why would I ever buy something without a hood if having one is an option? Hoods for the win. Okay, now for a few things I've learned to avoid. I already mentioned tops without hoods. Skip that. Next is anything with sleeves that could possibly ever be even a tiny little bit too short for me. In fact, I even skip things where the sleeves are in the just right, but possibly a tiny bit on the maybe, possibly not quite right side. I am, in brief, very picky about sleeves. This is something I've learned the hard way, buying gear that is not quite right and thinking it would be fine. And yeah, it's fine, but it's not great. And why would I ever spend money on something that isn't quite right when I could instead spend money on something that is perfect? The not right thing is eventually going to irritate me, or worse, leave me cold. And the entire point of this is to be comfortable, not cold. Be picky. Picky is good. Relatedly, the next thing is pants with a non-ideal rise. For me, anything that is lower than a mid-rise is a no. Honestly, I'd argue that even if you love a lower rise pant for inside stuff, you want a mid to high rise for outside. The goal here is to keep all your business covered and insulated and warm. Any gapping between your shirt and pant defeats that. So why do it? Finally, thin hats. Listen, I know that knit beanie is cute, but it is not warm. And we are on team warm head here. So give me a wool hat or something fleece lined. My absolute favorite is this buttery soft wool blend hat from Smartwool that I found in an REI clearance bin. It is stupid warm, and I think it's also cute. Sometimes you do win on all fronts. You can see me sporting a variety of outdoor gear, most of it with hoods because I've learned that lesson, on Humans Outside on Facebook and Instagram. It may not be high fashion, and it probably doesn't even really match, but if I've done my job, it is keeping me warm and happy. I want to see what you're doing and wearing outside. Tag me with #HumansOutside365. Until next time, we'll see you out there.